guys and into this tutorial. It's going to be a continuation of the course GST104, and today we are taking our bearing from the open resource. We're going to be expanding on that and why they are necessary, how they can be attainable, they can be used, and this being said, let's go straight into it. Okay, so we have GST GST104, and it's going to be a continuation. Good evening, Miss Gifts. It's good to have you on board. Okay, so we have the open educational resource. The open educational resource. Just as the name states, open. All right, as the name states, it is open, accessible. Okay, open educational resources. Now, it is commonly, all right, referred to as digitalized materials offered freely and openly for educators. Okay, so the point here is that digitalized, all right, note that digitalized material, digitalized materials, and these materials are offered freely and openly. All right, freely and openly. All right, they are freely and openly offered to educators. Okay, that's one thing you need to understand about the open resource materials. All right, they are generally seen as digitalized materials, open. Okay, openly and freely offered to educators. All right, educators, to educators, students. All right, to educators, students, teachers, learner, and researchers. All right, basically for as many who needs, all right, the resource or the resources to edify themselves, all right, to understand whatever effort on their research they are making, all right, as the case may be. Good evening, Miss Rejoice. It's great to have you on board. Okay, now we have that as that. Now, open educational resource, otherwise known as OER, okay, includes Mr. Kolawole. It's great to have you on board. OER, otherwise known as open educational resource, include learning contents. All right, learning contents. These learning contents are regarded as full courses. All right, courseware, like what we have in noun, our course material. All right, learning objects, collections, and journals. All right, these are examples, all right, of OER. We also have softwares, All right, we have two softwares and applications. The likes of our dictionary on our smartphone, all right, educational software on our computers. Okay, these are the types. All right, these are forms of OERs. Implementation resources, which are intellectual property license that promote open publishing. All right, implementation these are resources published, all right, by organizations and entities that has license to publish books, all right, that has license to publish educational books. All right, all these put together are forms of OER. All right, they include different types of OER. All right, now we need to understand that there is something called the delayed access. All right, the delayed open access journal. All right, and we have the hybrid open access. All right, this OER, let's categorize it into two. We have the delayed access open journal. All right, delayed open, sorry, that's the delayed open access journal, and we have the hybrid open access. All right, categorizing OER into two now. All right, delayed open access journal, that's the DOAJ, delayed open access journal, and we have the hybrid open access journal. Please, if you're on the stream and you are yet to smash the like button, or you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please do well to do that. It's highly essential. It's one of the requirements of being in the class. As you join, you say hello, good evening, and you smash the like button. Now, let's continue. The delayed open access journal are traditional subscriptions. Traditional subscription based on traditional subscription based journal based journals. What does this mean in essence? These provide free online access upon expiry. All right, now see the type of journal, when they are new, it's just like movies now. You know, movies, when movies are newly released, you hear them, they are on premium, box office, this one, that one. All right, there's a time for all this. All right, and when they, as soon as people, I remember Black Panther then, because it was a movie I was following back to back. When it was first released, all right, it was strictly, all right, you have to go and watch it in the theater or in the cinema or something. Then, okay, but after a while, after some time, all right, we were able to download this same movie. People went to spend money to go and watch in the cinema, box office. We're able to download them free online. So this is an example of delayed. It's eventually going to be free. Okay, somebody just smashed the like button. Thank you very much. So it will eventually be free. All right, but at the point of when it is being newly released, it is based on subscription, right? And this subscription expires, then it becomes free to all. Are we together? So that is a delayed open access journal. So that's why you see the word delayed. And let's not forget, delay is not denial. All right, and don't forget, it is an open educational resource. And what do we call open educational resource? We say they are digitalized materials. All right, generally referred to as digitalized materials, freely and openly offered. So now that we are not seeing delayed, is that it's not as if it's not free, it's eventually become free. All right, but there's this preferential treatment for the first set of people that are seeing this book, or for the first set of people that are seeing this article, or for the first set of people that are seeing this material, like a preferential difference. All right, before it now become eventually free to all. Okay, so that's for the delayed. Then we have the hybrid. Hybrid is also free. All right, the thing with hybrid is that some, it's like on Amazon now. You want to get a book on Amazon, if the book has a table of content of about 10, okay, Amazon will make maybe like 4 free. The remaining 6 will be on subscription. All right, now they are both free, but what the hybrid is telling us here is that a hybrid open access journal is a subscription. Miss Fumi, good evening. Is a subscription based journal. All right, here we have traditional subscription based journal, all right, that provide free online access upon the expiring date. Provides free, all right, free online access upon free online access upon expiry date. That's for the delayed. But for the hybrid, Miss Agnes, good evening. For the hybrid open access journal is a subscription based journal in which some of the articles offer open access. All right, a subscription based journal which some of the content or article happens to be one of the content. Some of the articles, all right, offer, all right, what we call open access. Okay, it's actually subscription based, but even among subscription based, some of the articles still offers open access. All right, so we have that as that. And speaking of these resources, we have the likes of the, now speaking of these resources, we have them under agriculture, under biology, all right, just to mention about a few: chemistry, computer science, all right, all these open education resources. Like I said, they cover a wide range, all right, of educational research, and we have them in the environmental studies, in biology, in humanity, in law, all right, and we have that as that. So let's just quickly specify. Let's quickly specify on some of these things, like the one we have in let's take the one for what that's before software. What is that before? Where is software? Learning contents before. See, that's why it's not good to come late. Miss Agnes came late. That's why she's asking this question. Learning content, tool softwares, implementation resource or resources, any which way. So now under agriculture, OER, under agriculture we have African Journal of Food, Agriculture, Nutrition and Development. These are open access journals you can find under agriculture. And we have for biology, we have open biology, we have open life science. And for computer science, we have Infocom, journals of computer science. These are under open access journal. And there, I can assure you there are several hundreds of these, just to mention a few are these ones. So now I said something about intellectual property, all right? I said something about intellectual property. Okay? We are about 10 of us and I'm seeing just 3 likes. What's going on, people? Please let us smash the like button. Please and please, it's essential. And let us inculcate that habit of smashing the like button whenever we join the class, even without me mentioning it. That's why I keep making reference to 200 level first semester. They know all these things already. And I'm also training us to know these things too. Now we have intellectual property refers to any intellectual creation such as literary works, artistic work, inventions, designs, symbols, any what? Intellectual creation. When we say intellectual creation, what belongs to you, an organization or an entity, their own work, all right, their own work created out of their being creative, all right. Intellectual work, it could be literary work, it could be artistic, it could be inventories, it could be designs, it could be symbols, it could be computer code, name it. Is below the video. If you are using your if you are using your phone, if you are on the comment section, close the comment section, then it will show. Close the comment section, it's under the video. But if you are using your phone and you are using the comment section, you will not see it. So close the comment section, then smash the like button and open the comment section back. Thank you for that question, Mr. Kolawole. No, that's why I keep insisting, let's use this platform, because all of us get to learn new things. And something we are not used to. All right. A lot of my students say that it is YouTube, it is my class that brought them to YouTube. They don't even use YouTube. They know YouTube, but they don't even use it. And they are using YouTube for other things now apart from the class, because of they now understand the advantage of this platform. Yes, thank you for that. Somebody just smash the like button. Now, as I was saying, intellectual property, all right. Intellectual property, like I said, is the creation, all right, is the intellectual creation of an individual or an organization. And this intellectual creation could be literary work, literature work, it could be design, just based on anything you create by yourself, all right. And we have the law. That law is there to protect anybody from taking what belongs to you. Like you creating like for example, you wrote an article about something and the article is trending, all right, and somebody now wants to just take the article as if he was one that wrote it, or he wants to take the shine, all right. Intellectual law is there to protect you as the owner of that intellectual work against copyright infringement, all right, or what we call trademark or patents. Okay, so it's intellectual property. Let's just take that down. It refers to any, all right, any what? Intellectual work created by an individual or an organization, all right, that is literature. Okay, I think that's a literary work, all right, artistic, It could be code, it could be design, it could be symbol, it could be anything. And the law and intellectual law, all right, exists in order to protect the creator. This exists to protect, all right, the creator from, to protect the creator. Let's use creation. The creation from what we call okay, exists to protect the creation slash creator from infringement. All right, from trademark, copy, right, infringement. And we have patents and patents. So we have that as that. Now let's continue. So permit me to erase the board so we can take more points. Excuse me. Now, Miss Agnes says she can't see the board. Agnes, you need to improve your video quality because I can see it from here very clearly. Or better still, let me move this a little bit forward. Maybe it will be better. Let me move it a little bit forward. Okay. So I think it should be better now. Now let's continue. So we have been able to dissect all that. So we want to quickly talk about let's proceed to what we call library catalog. All right, but before then, I want us to quickly touch on what is called repository. All right, I want us to quickly touch on what is called repository. When we say repository, what are we talking about? Now, very quickly, repository, all right, simply means a storage. All right, repository is a storage. All right, like a place where things are kept. Now, there are two main categories of this repository, and we have the subject repository and we have the institution. Miss Agnes, can you see the board now? Is it better? Institutional. Miss Agnes, is it better now? Okay, now let's continue. Now, when we say the subject repository, what are we talking about in essence? We are simply talking about subject specific. All right, subject specific repository. Subject specific repository and institutional repository. Now, subject specific, we are simply talking about the type of repository that is subject based. So this repository contains research output of specific discipline. Subject based, and it contains the output of what? Contains the output of specific discipline. It is particularly targeted at certain discipline. Okay? It is output of specific all right, specific what? Discipline. Output of specific discipline, and ensure that it is available to the public. But the institutional now contains research output on institution as university makes it available. Now, this is an output also, output of institutional research, and it is the responsibility of the institution to make it available to the public. All right, just very simple and straightforward type of repository. The subject specific, which is subject based, and it's focused on specific discipline, while institutional is more of research on institution, and it is responsibility of the institution to make it available. All right, and this, we have examples of this. We have the likes of ePrints. Okay, we have the likes of ePrints. We have the likes of Open Door. All right, focus on access. We have the likes of example. We have FAIR. Okay, we have FAIR. We have FAIR stands for, that's the focus on access. Focus on access Okay, institutional resources. Institutional resources. That's fair. Focus on access institutional resources, and we have the likes of the e-prints, electronic e-prints, and we have them in their numbers. All right, and we have this is DOAJ. DOAJ here stands for Directory of Open Access Journal. Directory of Open Access Journals. And we have that as that. So with this being said, we'll call it a wrap here for today. And in our next class, we will treat the library catalog. Okay, that will be our next point of action, library catalog. I am very optimistic that this week we should be calling it a wrap with GST104, and we can start with something else. All right, as said earlier yesterday. All right, yeah, I made mention of something yesterday that although admission is still on, and a lot of students are still having issues making payment because of some issues with the crediting your portal. Okay, but be that as it may, 4 months is in a semester. All right, they will make it 5 months or 6 months, meaning that the time is counting down and there is no time to spare. You even have to register your courses before you join the private class or before you start taking classes. So as soon as you are done with your courses, you are already taking classes. It's not as if when you now finish registration, you now start running up and down to classes. All right, you need to think smart. It's not about working hard now, it's about working smart. Think smart, act smart, and read smartly. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've been able to gain a thing or two into this class. I look forward to seeing you all the subsequent tutorials. Please, let's do it to submit our notes, as this helps us to monitor our progress, and we all are on the same page. I look forward to seeing you all. Do well to have a wonderful night rest, and I look forward to seeing you all. Bye.